This week is all about sleep. I was actually going to change the topic because I'm trying to find my new purpose and value in life, my why. But until I find that, or at least start to find it, I was going to avoid the topic of sleep because that makes me accountable. Welcome to rough Sophie, as she's only had 6 hours sleep. I was negotiating my way out of going to Pilates this morning, but I somehow rolled out of bed. I've arrived in Leeds, done my work in Huddersfield. I had lots of coffee at the event that I was working at, and now a large Starbucks. So I'm just being honest because I'm totally negating the point of sleeping by drinking more coffee. So tonight, before bed, I'm off to see the Wizard of Oz, the wonderful Wizard of Oz, at Leeds Playhouse with my friend Charlotte the Magpie. I'm just getting ready now to face the day. Sorry, I was a bit flat last night and still am quite flat. But I'm glad that I had a good sleep because sleep really does help your mental health. Although last night, it wasn't solely just my mental health, it was just some people being nasty. I had a super long lie-in today as I was feeling really poorly, with my anxiety so bad, but I'm glad I did. But yeah, I'm gonna go off to teach dance now, so hopefully that'll pick me up. So I finally had a good night's sleep as we stayed at a hotel last night. I'm gonna fill you in later on what's really been happening this week, hence why my sleep has been all over the place. Hey everyone, so I am ready for bed and this week is all about sleep. I was actually going to change the topic because I'm trying to find my new purpose and value in life, my why. But until I find that, or at least start to find it, I was going to avoid the topic of sleep because that makes me accountable. But anyway, Sunday night last night, as we were shattered from the weekend, I had about 9 hours sleep. Then it's got to 11 tonight. I meant to go to bed early, but my brain's wired and I've got so much work to do. I work from home, but it doesn't mean that you work less, you kind of work more because there's no start and end. But I'm going to try and go to bed now. I've just listened to a podcast, done my work, done my little cleansing regime because I'm up early for Pilates, and I find that that structure's good for me, but at the same time sometimes it doesn't allow me the sleep that I need, and there's lots of different reports that I'll look at this week on how many hours of sleep you actually need. So let's do this. Good morning, welcome to rough Sophie, as she's only had 6 hours sleep. I was negotiating my way out of going to Pilates this morning, but I somehow rolled out of bed and I got there, and now I'm off to the gym before cracking on with work. I feel really tired. I'm annoyed at myself because I did have a lot of caffeine last night, but because I'm naughty, because I have my mental health drugs which make me sedated, I always think, oh, I can have caffeine, but actually I think the mental health drugs are kicking in, so then and aren't working as much in terms of the sedation, so then obviously the caffeine's keeping me up, and apparently caffeine stays in your system for like 12 hours or 24 hours. I need to check all my sleep facts. I will do that now. But yeah, so 6 hours sleep, and I have heard somewhere that it's good to have either 6 hours, 7.5 or 9 hours, then you'll wake up like me feeling refreshed. Not, although I do find the 7.5 hours quite good. So we'll have to do some research now. So I've been to spinning and now I'm off to work in Huddersfield, and I feel much better and a lot more awake now after a cheeky Diet Coke, and I'm going to get a coffee now as well. Hey, so I've arrived in Leeds, done my work in Huddersfield. I had lots of coffee at the event that I was working at, and now a large Starbucks. So I'm just being honest because I'm totally negating the point of sleeping by drinking more coffee. So Leeds looks pretty tonight, and I'm high now off Starbucks, so I won't be sleeping. So tonight, before bed, I'm off to see the Wizard of Oz, the wonderful Wizard of Oz, at Leeds Playhouse with my friend Charlotte the Magpie. Get her on Instagram with me, at Mama May blog. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's a long show though, and then I'm going to get the bus home, so I'm going to have a really late night, and then I think I'm going to get up for swim hit, so not much time to sleep. How pretty does Leeds look? I've had such a wonderful walk to Leeds Playhouse. All the Christmassy lights makes me feel happy. I have been dreading this Christmas, and anxiety is another cause for me not sleeping properly. But actually just walking and being mindful really helps. And there's the Playhouse. I've not seen it since it's been refurbished. It looks wonderful. So it's time. So I've got home. We had a really good night in Leeds. My anxiety is really high right now. But I've made the decision not to go to swim hit in the morning, which is a big decision for me, because I love going to hit, even I hate it, but I'm really wanting to go, but I've got so much to do, and I do need to get some sleep in as well. And as I've got a late night tomorrow night, rather than just push myself, which I normally do, I know I need to sleep. So I'm going to do that. Good morning everyone. So I'm just getting ready now to face the day. Sorry I was a bit flat last night. I still am quite flat. But I'm glad that I had a good sleep, because sleep really does help your mental health. Although last night it wasn't solely just my mental health. It was just some people being nasty. I always think of that phrase when people are nasty. It's like, and I don't respond, but you'll never regret being kind, because I just think kindness is underrated, even not overrated. Like, it just takes to be kind. So I feel a bit rubbish, but I am glad that I've slept, because I've got I've got a busy day. I've got my group, mental health group, and then ballet, and then business meetings and stuff, and I feel like crap, but at least knowing that I've slept, I've at least got one kind of head start. Whereas if I hadn't have slept and I was feeling like this, well, to be quite frank, that probably would have been the end of me today, because I just, yeah, I can't understand why people can be so mean sometimes, but I guess they must have issues themselves, which is why they project it onto you. But that said, when it's raw, I know I can see it rationally if it was somebody else, but right now, because I'm in it and in the whatever somebody hates and has vendetta against me, it's hard to see why. I'm not saying I'm far from perfect, but I just want to get on with my own life. So yeah, anyhow, let's face today. So I've had a really busy day today, and it's in the dark now, I just realised, and I'm just on my way to Huddersfield to meet my friend, to then go and review a restaurant in Sheffield at Silversmiths, before seeing my mama for her birthday party. So it's cold and wet. I'm finally on the train. I'm ready for a long but interesting night. Hopefully I'll get some sleep at some point.
Work labour, pick up the joy.
So we've arrived in Sheffield. I've had loads of coffee today, but oh well, I'm having a really bad day, so it's going to cheer me up going to do a review at Silversmiths. Good morning. So I had a super long lie-in today as I was feeling really poorly, with my anxiety so bad, but I'm glad I did. But yeah, I'm gonna go off to teach dance now, so hopefully that'll pick me up. I just know that I needed rest, which is unlike me, because I normally force myself to do something, but I just feel crippled at the moment. So I'm home now. I'm glad I did some dancing, and I'm off to the panto with the kids. My lovely friend Laura did the school run, so now we're off to the panto, and the cloud is lifting, so hopefully I'll sleep earlier and better tonight. You're excited for the theatre? So I finally had a good night's sleep as we stayed at a hotel last night. I'm going to fill you in later on what's really been happening this week, hence why my sleep has been all over the place, and so has my vlogging. So hold this space. Hey everyone, so I am dancing tonight, so I'm getting my hair ready. Ow, it's hot. But yeah, I'm feeling a lot better tonight. My lovely friend Laura has the kids. I've got to dance because that's work and got to earn money for Christmas presents. But yeah, I've had a really difficult week. Those who've watched my vlogs, I wasn't going to talk about it, but you know me, I'm open, and whilst I don't talk about everything in my personal life, I do think it's important we call out trolling and bullying and harassment. So it really did do me over for 24 hours when I was followed home, or somebody waited for me, whatever they did to see where I live so that they could post a vile letter. And yeah, it made me want to die. And I was a mess for 24 hours, and now I can see the funny side of it. So as I always tell people, and I should have listened to my own advice, is the wave will pass. So things get worse before they get better in your head. And it really did feel like I just wanted to end it, because I just had enough, because I really struggle. Being quite a sensitive person, I struggle to understand how people can be so negative towards somebody else. Like, I worry if I've said something inadvertently and offended somebody, that panics me. Whereas, yeah, some people unfortunately are poorly in the head enough that they get a kick out of scaring people, but the police are dealing with it, and I've got CCTV, and it's shown me how great a community of people I have around me. So I'm trying to focus on the positives, because there are a lot more positives than there are negatives. That's for sure. And it's very easy to focus on negatives, isn't it? Because there's a lot of negatives to find in life. So yeah, this week I was trying to focus on sleeping as part of my weekly highlights. I have a theme each week to focus on, and it's a good way to set my own goals. But I won't lie, I've been a bit all over the place. I've missed the gym a lot, which is like my safety net, my self-care, my lifeline in a way to clear my head. But with the police and different things going on, I've kept dancing and I've kept to my work as much as I can. But yeah, some things have gone amiss. But we will reset positive mindset starting this next week. I do feel a lot more positive today, and it's Saturday night now. So I am going to have a late night because I'm dancing, but at least I'm doing something positive with my time, and I do really feel sorry. The more I write about it and the more I think about it, I do really feel sorry for, you know, people who have so much hatred in their lives. I do pity them, to be honest. To have that much hatred, it must make you just feel ill. And so please do get help. I read a really good meme that those of us are in therapy, who are in therapy because those who actually need therapy don't get help. So please get help. Honestly, I'm not saying that sarcastically. It will make you feel better, not just waste your time following me, or trying to harass me, or even think that I'm with your partner of some sort, your man. It's all ridiculous, and even if I was, don't waste your time. Men aren't worth it. relationships aren't worth that negativity, and if you're controlling and possessive, it's not the best trait. So I try and get that sorted, because I know that obviously my mental health, that leads me to self-hatred and self-harm and self-destruction, whereas I know other people's, it leads them to blaming everyone else other than themselves. So please do get help. I can only tell you that, and please do believe me, after years of counselling and therapy and medication, that it really isn't a nice place to be, harbouring that hatred. I harbour it against myself, but I know obviously those who hate on me must blame other people. But please get help, and get some sleep, because honestly that's one thing I've learned this week by having broken sleep, is that also messes up with your mental health. So yeah, that's all from me this week. So I am going to go off to dance now, and I always feel a billion times better after I've danced, and I can sleep better, my mental health is better. So we will start afresh next week. So if you want to see all the drama that's unfolded, just look at my previous lives this week. I'll also post a link below in the description to my blog post I've written on it. And that's all from me. Peace, love and shimmies. Bye.